Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. I'm really excited today because I finally get to show you guys that special project we've been working on for a number of months now. Our brand new two-door Jeep Wrangler YJL Sahara. And it happens to be sitting right over, I'm not gonna show it to you guys just yet. I'm gonna leave you on the hook for just a few short more moments. Of course, if you guys like these videos and you haven't already, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification icon. So be sure to catch all of our latest videos right here on the Quadratec YouTube channel. Now, before we get to that new Jeep, I wanted to touch just a moment on this very special Wrangler sitting behind me here in the shop today. This 1989 Jeep Wrangler YJ Sahara edition is not just any old Wrangler. It happens to be the very Wrangler that got everything started for us here at Quadratec. That's right, it belongs to our founder, Ted, and his family, and it has since it was bought brand new off the dealership floor back in 1989. Now, shortly after Ted purchased his Jeep, he started looking for some places to buy some accessories, parts that he could customize his new Wrangler, and well, when he couldn't find any reliable places to go to, one thing led to another, and here we are 30 years later, still trying our very best to be your one-stop shop for everything you guys need to not only repair, maintain, but customize and personalize your Jeep vehicles. Now, this 89 Wrangler YJ Sahara edition still looks virtually the same as it would have back in 1989. Of course, a few projects have been tackled here and there throughout the years to keep it looking as good as it does. However, I can promise you the Jeep I'm about to show you does not look anything like the way that it did when it rolled off that showroom lot just a few short months ago. So without keeping you guys waiting anymore, I thought I'd show you our two-door Jeep Wrangler YJL Sahara edition, and here it is. So as you guys can see, we did a ton of customizing and modification to this Jeep to transform it from a run-of-the-mill Jeep Wrangler JL into what we're calling our Jeep Wrangler YJL Sahara edition. Now, we took as much design cues and inspiration as we could from that 89 Wrangler YJ, and we teamed up with an awesome fabricator by the name of Greg Henderson from Unofficial Use Only. We've done a lot of work with him in the past, and he helped transform our ideas into a reality, and I think it's a fantastic looking final product. It blends a combination of some custom one-off parts along with a lot of bolt-on products that you can get right off the shelf and install on your brand new Jeep. And I think the end result looks absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, we couldn't build a YJL without incorporating a set of square headlights up front, and we did just that. We've got a set of our Quadratec premium projector style heated square headlights in a custom fabricated grille. It's actually a blend of a few different JL grills along with an old YJ grill to bring it all together and make it work. I think it looks absolutely great. Down below that, we've got some Quadratec 6-inch auxiliary LED lights sitting on top of a custom fabricated retro-inspired bumper. Looks just like that bumper on the front of our 89 Wrangler YJ. However, this has been beefed up quite a bit. It features removable end caps, however, not made out of plastic like they would have been on our Wrangler YJ, but out of steel, allowing us to transform this bumper from a full width down to more of a stubby or mid-width style bumper. We've got a couple retro tow hooks up on top there for some recovery options. We'd love to bring this Jeep out and show you guys in person, but unfortunately, we're still unable to do that right now. So we're gonna take the opportunity to keep working on the Jeep, to keep making it better. I'd love to hear your ideas or suggestions for some products you'd like to see us put onto our Jeep Wrangler YJL Sahara. Leave them for me down in the comments section below. Now, working our way back down the side of the Jeep, we installed a set of Rockslide Engineering fender flares. I love the lines of these flares. I think they blend the classic with the modern. Surface we have on the top here kind of reminds me of the flat top on the flare of the old Wrangler YJ. Of course, we've got the benefits of being a nice modern aluminum construction. We've got our LED, DRL, and turn signal right up front. And of course, they open up these wheel wells, allowing us to fit our massive 37-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Boss mud terrain tires wrapped around our custom painted Quadratec CJ retro style alloy wheels, featuring that same great paint that we put on our Jeep along with the pinstripe. Of course, the benefits of a modern alloy wheel with the looks of a classic stamped steel wagon wheel. Now, I did mention paint. We painted our new Jeep Wrangler YJL in the correct khaki metallic, the same color that our '89 Wrangler YJ is wearing. And I don't know, if anyone out there at Jeep is listening, maybe you guys should offer some retro colors on the new Jeeps. That might be a cool idea for some special editions, in my opinion. We've also got our great Sahara pinstripe running down our Jeep, along with the correct Sahara edition badging on the side here. We also have Greg's unofficial use only badge in place of the trail rated badge right here on the side of our fender. Up on the hood, we've got our Footman windshield tie down loop there, and we also clocked our windshield wipers to give it that Wrangler YJ look. And yes, guys, those wipers work without running off the edge of the windshield. Now, if we continue working our way down the side of the Jeep here, down below for some rocker protection, we've got our Quadratec QRC rock sliders and side steps, again, custom painted in that khaki metallic. However, we did leave the tread plate right on top here black, and that was inspired by the fender flares that run down the side of the YJ Sahara, and they've got that black tread step for you to step onto when you're climbing in and out. Now, up above our QRC side steps, well, of course, we've got to have a set of our Quadratec tube doors on here. Again, some more bolt-on parts that you can buy off the shelf and put on your Jeep Wrangler JL. Again, painted in that khaki metallic. Of course, we had to go with a retro YJ, TJ style mirror on here. Again, a nod back to the older Jeeps. Now, if we move to the inside of our Jeep for just a moment, you can see we've got a set of custom upholstered Corbeau Trailcat seats here. We had them upholstered using fabrics inspired by those original Wrangler YJ Sahara seats. So we've got a two-tone tan in here with the black accents. I think they look absolutely fantastic inside of our Jeep. One of my favorite parts happens to be on the back of the seats. Now, if you might recall, on the back side of those original Sahara seats, there was that map pocket sewn on the back there. Well, we've got a set of custom Overland Outfitters storage bags fitted to the backside of our Trailcat seats here. I think give it that great retro look, give us a great place to store some small items when we're out on the trail for the day. Overland Outfitters has these available as bags that will work with modern Jeep Wrangler JKs, JLs, Gladiator JTs. Of course, this set had to be custom fabricated, but I think they look absolutely great on the back side of the seat here. They're a great place to store some small items when we're on the trail. We can quickly unzipper them and bring the bag along with us if we need to bring it outside of the Jeep. It's a great place for maybe like a first aid kit or something like that. Of course, we also had to make a change to the dash of our Jeep Wrangler YJL. We had to ditch that small 5-inch factory radio for a 9-inch Alpine in-dash restyle system, the X409 WRA JL, giving us turn-by-turn navigation, infotainment right there in the dash. After all, this is a YJL. The next big modification we made to our Jeep here, if we look on the back, well, we had to chop up that sport bar to give us the great classic lines of a 45-degree roll bar here that those early Wrangler YJs had. Has a great aggressive look to it. And we ditched our back seat for now here in the back of our YJL. We've got some ideas for some things we might do with this space. If you guys have some ideas, I'd love to hear what they are down in the comment section below. If you guys have any comments or want to let me know your thoughts on the changes we've talked about so far, I'd love to hear those down in the comment section below as well. Now, if we keep working our way right around the back of the Jeep, the taillights, we had to do a bit of custom work to make these taillights work. Of course, filling in the big hole left in the body there by those Jeep Wrangler JL taillights, giving us some sheet metal, a place to bolt those classic Jeep Wrangler YJ taillights. We had to go with the Quadratec LED version of those taillights, giving us all the great looks of the classic taillight with the modern benefits of an LED light, drawing less power, they're brighter, they illuminate faster, tons of great benefits. and they look absolutely fantastic on the rear corners of our YJ here. Now, just below that taillight, we've got our license plate mounted in the same spot it would have been on that '89 YJ, but that's not all. We used that original fold-down license plate bracket, and we relocated the gas filler behind it. I think it's an absolutely cool little subtle touch that you might walk right by and never even know is there. However, it really cleans up the back corner of the Jeep here, gets rid of our gas filler on the side of the Jeep there, hides it, tucks it away, tucks it out of sight. Again, one of those modifications that, you know, if you're really not paying close attention, you might walk right by it and never even realize it's there, and I absolutely love that. We had to do a little bit of custom modification to our tailgate to get that license plate to work. We had to kind of notch the tailgate itself. We opted to do that rather than chopping up our license plate. We just wanted to keep it very factory looking, again, to the point where you could walk right by it and not even notice that we had done something as creative as putting in that fold down license plate hiding the gas filler. Now, below that license plate, we went with a custom slim rear bumper on the back of our YJL with those great bumperettes, just like our '89 YJ has on the back there, for a very minimalist design, giving us just the bare minimum amount of protection to the back of our Jeep from any potential run-ins with anybody else. I think it looks absolutely killer. We've got the unofficial use only badge there. And then in the center here, we've got the TerraFlex Alpha HD spare tire carrier, allowing us to carry our big 37-inch Mickey Thompson spare up here, giving us our third brake light relocation, as well as allowing us to still retain our backup camera. Finally, on the other corner here at the back of our Jeep, we've got that bump stop to catch our spare tire before it does any damage to our taillight. And last, we can check out down below those bumperettes. We've got our MagnaFlow dual exit Street Series Axleback exhaust to give our 3.6 liter V6 a very nice exhaust note. Now, if we make our way back to the front of the vehicle, I can talk about just a few of the modifications we made underneath of our YJL. Of course, we couldn't leave that factory suspension in place. We had to ditch that in favor of a TerraFlex Alpine RT long arm suspension equipped with Falcon 3.5 series ADAP shocks to give us the ultimate level of control. We've got adjustability built right onto the side of those Falcon shocks, and because they are equipped with that ADAPT system, well, we also have on-the-fly adjustments that we can quickly make right from the driver's seat. The suspension should be able to handle just about anything we can throw at it, whether we're on the road or on the trail. Now, we also threw a full complement of Steer Smarts linkages to our Jeep with their heavy-duty track bars in the front and rear, as well as their heavy-duty drag link and their Pro Series aluminum tie rod up front. Should keep everything in our suspension and steering feeling very tight, very confident, whether out for a spirited drive on the road or whether we're really having a good time off-road in our Jeep Wrangler YJL Sahara. Now, I'd love to know what you guys think of our build. Did we do a good job paying homage back to the original Jeep Wrangler YJ? Let me know down in the comments section below. And as I mentioned, we're not done with this build. I've got a few more things in store, some that I think you're really gonna like, some to make this even better, and some to pay even more tribute back to that original Wrangler YJ. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, leave those for me down below. I'd love to read them. And then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's to come with our Wrangler YJL Sahara. Till next time, guys, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail.